Good morning, everybody. Sorry I wasn't ready. I was ready and prepped, and then they told me there was another competition, so I was in the shade of the tree because it's absolutely freezing. But today is so special for everybody, the recruits here, on their journey now out to their stations, joining their wonderful teams out on the ground response. So I head up the prevention department for Surrey Fire and Rescue, a team of individuals that go out and visit the most vulnerable and those that need care and support in our communities, delivering fire safety messaging and working with partners to make them safer in their own homes, ultimately keeping our communities safer across the county. So my team consists of 6 partnership officers who work across the county. I have an events department now, so we can run really professional events along with partners as well, and also the volunteering section. So I don't know whether you've noticed, but we've got a fire safety table over to the side, which is today being run by 2 volunteers. So they give up their time to come and make sure that we deliver the best fire safety advice possible across the county at all events. So interestingly, when your relatives and friends and colleagues go out to the fire stations and join those teams, most of the work that we'll do out on the fire station will involve prevention work. Okay, so all of the things you've seen them do today, which is absolutely fantastic, and the practical side of it, is actually a small portion of their work. So over 50% of their work will be to do with prevention. So they will help us go out into the community and deliver those fire safety messages. They will be going into people's homes, delivering safe and well visits, helping people to stay safe, keep them safe from fire, but also, where they're in need of other care and support, know how to refer them on to other agencies. So it's a really, really important part of their work. Also, they'll be covering protection work as well, going out to businesses, making sure the businesses are safe. So all round, keeping communities safer across our county. So today, I've got with me a colleague, Ellie Hayes. She is a partnership coordinator with the team. She works in the west area of the county, so she covers Guildford, Surrey Heath, Waverley. And she's going to be talking to you today a little bit about some of the equipment, etc., that we deliver and install in people's homes. There may be a bit of Q&A, so be aware. But what I'd like to say on the back of that as well is that when we work with partners, we do different schemes. We are currently working with a partnership with the Fuel Poverty Programme. So along with the normal fire safety equipment that we give out, we're also at the moment currently delivering radiators, electric blankets, flasks, gloves, socks, out to those that might need it in the community. Unfortunately, we don't have any of that today for you guys, so I'm really sorry about that. Anyway, I'm going to hand you over to Ellie, who's going to run through some of the stuff that we do out on the ground.
Thank you, Chrissy. Good morning, everybody. How are we doing today? So, as Chrissy said, my name's Ellie. I work in the west of Waverley as a partnership coordinator. I have been doing so for the last nearly 4 years now, so absolutely love my job. And I get the absolute privilege of working with the operational crews in providing prevention support to our local communities. So as Chrissy said, I look after Waverley, Woking, Guildford and Surrey Heath. It's rather a large area, so we are very, very busy. So how it works is anyone can refer somebody for what's called a safe and well visit. Absolutely anybody. You can go online and you can do one yourself at home, and if enough boxes are ticked in the background, then we will contact you and go, would you like a safe and well visit? You can phone up our helpline and you can ask for a safe and well visit for a loved one who may not be able to do that themselves, or professionals will also be able to make referrals for you on your behalf and on the individual's behalf if they don't happen to have a family member or a relative that can do that for them. So what is a safe and well visit? I get asked that all the time. Has anyone ever had an experience of a safe and well visit? Does anyone know anyone that's had one? Thank you, Dan. Anyone else? Has anyone ever heard of one? Yes, no, maybe? There was a slight hand up over there. And now you're shrunk into your chair. What was that? I am going to embarrass you. Your dad was talking about it. Fantastic. We're reaching people. This is fantastic. So, a safe and well visit is where either one of my team will come and visit an individual, or potentially a crew will turn up. So it's very exciting because a whole fire engine turns up outside your house. Okay? Neighbours ask all sorts of questions, but what we do is we come in and we make sure that you've got the right smoke alarms, carbon monoxide alarms, heat alarms, any other kind of alarms that you can probably think of in your home, and it's adequate for your property. Okay, it's a very people-centred approach, and we will tailor our visits to your home. Okay, so if somebody has mobility issues, for instance, and they're unable to get out of bed, we would, as a fire service, would need to know where that individual resides for the majority of their time. So if there was a problem, we can get straight to that person rather than having to search through the whole house. As you can see, the ladies and gents are very, very quick at doing that, thanks to the amazing training that they've received. However, it still saves time and potentially saves a life if we know where that person is. So we can feed back that individual's location. We can also make sure that a smoke alarm is fit within that room, so if anything happens within that room, it's all about early detection. Early detection is the biggest lifesaver. We're never going to potentially stop fire. Accidents happen all the time. What we can try and prevent is injury or death from fire. Okay, so if we can wake you up at night with a smoke alarm or a carbon monoxide alarm or a heat alarm and get you out of the property and get the crews to you within 8 to 12 minutes, that's a win. Okay, because you and your family are outside, you're safe. That's essentially what we want you to do. Our team works predominantly with the most vulnerable people within our society. Okay, so we deal with people who are bedbound, we deal with people who have mental health issues, we deal with people who potentially have a hoarding tendency, which is absolutely fine. We'll just go in and make sure that the right smoke alarms are in the right places. We also deal with people who are still smoking inside. It still happens. So we have specialist equipment. So we have fire retardant bedding and we have fire retardant throws. So that if people are going to smoke inside your home, you can do what you like, but we want to make sure that you're living your best life as safely as possible. The crews are doing every single thing that we are doing. So every single time the crews go into a house and complete a safe and well visit, they are making that person safer. They are potentially referring them on to other services within the council, because we work very, very closely with adult social care, and they're potentially making that person's life better. Just by one visit, just by having one conversation, because your family members and your relatives and your friends have just joined a service who inspire confidence and they inspire trust in people. I've never had people come up to me and suddenly go, I'm really not very happy today, but I put this uniform on, and people come up and say to me, I'm really not feeling very happy today, can you help me? And the answer to that is always, I will absolutely give it my best shot. From every single person in the service, that's what's said. So, be very, very proud of what your friends and families and relatives have done here today, because they've joined an incredible service and will be providing community work, not just response work, for their local communities. Are there any questions about fire safety? Because, you know, I'm a real geek and I like talking about this sort of stuff. If anyone wants to ask any questions, if they're thinking about something at home, or they think they might know somebody who might be worthwhile having a safe and well visit, please feel free. We've got a bit of time, I think we're getting changed. So, anyone? No? Stand silent? Cool. No? Okay, I did have a message in a bottle, Chris. Can you chuck me a message in a bottle, please? One thing that we do issue, I don't know, my beautiful assistant Chris here, Chris is one of our lovely volunteers, thank you Chris. Has anyone seen one of these before?
No.
Yes, you've seen one, fantastic. Yes, so one of these, this is called a message in a bottle, okay, it's not quite like the song, it's a little bit more useful than that. So what happens is inside the bottle there is a form, I would get it out, but it's windy and it'll blow away. So there's a form in here, which you take out and you fill in with all any details that you believe medical and emergency services may need to know if they come and help you. Okay, so I live on my own, I have one of these, mainly because I don't want anyone rifling through my phone or through my handbag to try and find my mum's phone number. So I know that my mum's phone number is on my form. Okay, the form then lives back in the bottle, and the bottle lives in your fridge. So 99.9% of people have got a fridge. I came across one person that doesn't the other day, threw me completely. So, 99.9% of people have got fridges. This lives in your fridge. There are 2 stickers in here that look like this green box. Does everyone see the green box? Yeah, the 2 green stickers, one goes on the inside of your front door and one goes on the fridge. Emergency services, including your friends, family, relatives, have been trained to look for those stickers if they ever enter a property, so they know who the next of kin is. They know if they've got any medication. They know if they've got any allergies, so if the paramedics do turn up, you're not going to give them something that's going to react badly. It even goes down to if you've got a pet, because if you end up going into hospital and being in there for a few weeks, you want someone to go in and feed on the cat, don't you? So it's that sort of thing that goes on the form. That all is in your fridge, and it's safe you answering any more questions in the event of an emergency. So that's just one of the things that we issue alongside all of the fire safety equipment. I'm just looking down so I don't fall over in front of a whole group of people. So that's just one of the many, many things that we do, and again, we tailor those bits of equipment to each and every person within the community. It's not a set standard format. I just chat to people like I'm chatting to you now. It's just a general information giving exercise. So for instance, a part of the information that I would give is please make sure to close your internal doors at night. Can I hands up, who closes their kitchen door when they go to bed? About 40% of you. Okay. So the reason that we as a fire service recommend that you close your internal doors at night when you go to bed is because they will hold back smoke and flame for 20 to 25 minutes, giving you and your family 20 to 25 minutes to escape the property, creating a decent, relatively smoke-free escape route for you. Sorry, I'm starting to shiver, which is why my voice is cracking a little bit. So that's why we always say, try and keep your doors closed, because not only will it protect you, it will protect the rest of your house. So rather than having to have the whole house redecorated if something was to happen, it may only be the one week if something was to happen. So it's a really, really good way of keeping yourself, your family, your home safe in the event of an emergency. That's one of the many bits of advice. I'm not going to do an entire safe and well visit now because I can see interest waiting, so that's fine. But if anyone's got any questions, please come up to the fire safety table after or in a minute, and we will be able to give you a hand. Okay? I'm going to pass you back to Chrissy now, so thank you very much.
Thank you, Ellie. Stunning as always. I am so cold. I don't know about the rest of you. So, from prevention, we'd just like to wish you all a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and a very safe New Year as well. Before I let you talk among yourselves, just one question that Ellie didn't ask. Can I just ask, has everybody got smoke detection in their houses? Yes. Brilliant. Right. For those of you that might not have it, because you don't want to put your hand up because you haven't, can I just please ask if you may be looking to getting that smoke detection, getting that put up, because that is going to be your lifesaver. All right. So. And also for your family and friends, just make sure, when you go around for your Christmas dinners and you get into their house, just go and test their smoke alarm for them, make sure it's all working. Thank you. Yeah. Brilliant. Okay, well look, thank you everybody. Stole a little bit of your time. Haven't kept you warm. You know what, before I joined the fire service, I was at Army PTR. I'm actually thinking about getting everybody up for an aerobic session. What do you think? Anyway, thank you very much and have a good day. Thank you.
I wasn't here about that. Oh, it's bloody freezing. I wouldn't hear a fire thing going, I'll be alarming down. That's what I'm back from this warm shed now, is it? Oh, shit. Hello.